I'm just making gems for fun at this point, even if I'm not going to use them.
No bad job.
Just so that I'm finally doing something with all this ether I have. Extends duration timer of debuffs applied to enemies by 35%. Nah.
Done.
I don't think I'm ever going to put that one on anyone. Oh, level 6 of this? Sure. I might put that on someone if I give them, like, a super buff build at some point. It's possible. Alright.
That's how it's done.
Thoughts on Tales of Arise? My thought is you should go watch my playthrough on it. That's my 3rd favorite game of all time. Fantastic game.
And today's story is...
I leaned back in my chair. I thought this would be voiced. Okay, tell me what you know. Let me send you what Tyon and I got from analyzing the maps. First, about infiltrating the island itself, it appears that there are natural caverns directly underneath Agnes Castle. Is it your favorite Tales, though? No, Tales of Arise is my 2nd favorite Tales of game. If we break through one of the walls, then climb the cliffs, we can avoid most of the guards' attention. There should be even less chance of us getting caught if we do it under cover of darkness. Darkness within darkness awaits you. I seem to remember a little inlet near that guy's cove. I'm not even going to try and say that name. It could be a good place to wait for nightfall. Once we've ascended the cliffside, we can approach the camp from the back. Notice the air vents? I expect one of those is our way in. That's quite a drop. Indeed. They won't be any use for exfiltration. Those ID devices are certainly going to be a help. Well, if they're not and you're spotted, you'll all be rounded up in seconds. So, assuming we get into the prison, how exactly are we supposed to blend in? See how the vents also connect to the central cell block? It should be easy for you to mingle when the prisoners are all in one place for morning assembly. This would be a lot more descriptive if you were showing me the map that you're all looking at behind your eye patches. After that, you can move about in the open, calm as you like. As long as you've got an ID device, they won't suspect a thing. Once you're inside, you should make contact with Gondor as soon as possible. I prepared a few possible plans of action for when you're ready to leave the camp. You'll need to change plans as the situation demands. Everyone needs to play their part. Once you're on Agnian soil, I'll head back to the city and stand by. Okay, so we can't take you. We'll take Ashera then. Gonna just start switching our heroes between the 2 waifus. We either take Monica or we take Ashera. If you manage to extract Gondor without causing too much noise, we can rendezvous at Petulia Bay. Petulia? And if you don't, well... If you don't, you just dive right into the water below the western gate and we'll come fish you out. Give them a good booting from me, eh? Well, it seems like we've got our plan in place. Riku, roger that. When preparation's ready, we take Boundary to the cove. The castle beckons.
I hope everyone's getting along.
How much SP do I have right now? Not a ton. Class you're playing is reached max rank. Changing your class would be recommended. No? Abso-fruging... Fruging? Abso-frickin-lutely not? I wish you had the full red. I would honestly put you in the console outfit if you had the full red, I think. Let me look at gems real quick. What is everyone running? When canceling, boost damage dealt by 30%. What class are you right now? You're Flash Fencer right now? Just take the damage up instead. Definitely Disperse Bloodlust. I wish I had a higher level than 3 for it. And then, yeah, Double Strike is 25%. That's really good. What's everyone else running? You got Tailwind 5, start battle with aggro, Double Strike. Yeah. Yeah, Life-Saving Expertise we only have at 2 as well. That's the one that I want to make the 10, so... Definitely want that. Yeah, you're both good. Shortens auto attack interval by 17%. Why do you have Disperse Bloodlust? God, this game sometimes. It's probably when I switched you to Soul Hacker and it was like, oh, he's an attacker, give him the attacking gems. Dude, I hate it. I do not like the class system. Block rate. And then spikes. Yeah. Increases critical hit damage by 40% points. Very good. Shortens auto attack interval. Adds 25% to double strike. I think instead of short auto attack interval, I think I would rather have Disperse Bloodlust, because it's really important that you don't have aggro. So what you're saying, Chaos, is if I have the ability to play Tales of Arise, I should? Absolutely. Moneyzilla, thank you for another 1,050 bits. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the support. Just remembered Pokemon Legends of Sinnoh on Tabletop Sim got an update in case you didn't hear. Love that series and want to know if you're going to play it again. We do plan to play it again. We do know about the update. We have just, there have been so many group games like First Class Trouble we wanted to try out, played up. We're getting Pixelmon back on track. So we just haven't, like, had a moment, basically, to do Legends of Sinnoh. But we plan to stream it again at some point. So I have no answer for you on when, but it's in the back of my mind, absolutely. What about Tales of Vesperia? I am not a big fan of Tales of Vesperia. I don't think that Tales game is very good. There is a contingent of the Tales of fanbase that thinks otherwise. I think they're wrong, but that's up to you to decide, I guess. I wouldn't recommend it personally. Neither Lone Wolf nor I were big fans of Vesperia. Oh, hey! Kill Happy Brigidar! I love this dude! I love that man. What a great, unique enemy. Hop, hop, hop. Back to the boat. I was thinking of getting it as it's on sale for like 80% off, so I thought I'd ask about it. I mean, if it's super cheap, get it and make your own opinion. I think that the gameplay in Tales of Vesperia is very frustrating with the way it's designed with staggering and whatnot, and that was probably my biggest complaint, my second biggest complaint with it. My biggest complaint is that I think the story in Vesperia is largely nonsense a lot of the time. We should go see what this question mark is in case it's a side quest for a hero that I actually want to do. So I didn't like the story very much. It was very disjointed and nonsensical at times to me. And then the characters in Vesperia were fine. There was like one character that I absolutely hated. There were a lot of characters that I was like, they're fine. And then there were like 3 characters in Vesperia that I was like, oh, these characters are pretty good. But it's unfortunate that they're in a game that I don't like, basically. Senna taking fall damage is heartbreaking. It's horrifying, if anything. That noise she makes, she's like a dying whoopee cushion. Thank you again, Moneyzilla, for another cheer. Thank you very much. Yeah, Pixelmon is still going. Pixelmon will start going up on YouTube again very soon, after we get another stream or 2 in. I talked about it in part 300. I can't believe this fog. It's not even black. It's so white, Manana not able to see wing in front of face. This looks dangerous to go through. Anu shoals found close by here. Riku not want to force ship aground. It better to wait in patience until fog clear. Yeah, I suppose. Ah! Did you see something, Mimi? Just now, there was. I must have imagined it. Mio, Senna, take shifts on watch. Oh no, is the Kraken from Sly Cooper 3 gonna show up? Whoa! Look! No way, the fog's clearing. What in the world's going on? I mean, the fog cleared. That's just what fog does sometimes, dude. White fog on Erythia Sea. Oh, that was just an info acquired bit. Okay. Let me look at the area map, despite how ugly it is. Romero and Julieta do not care. All right, so we want to hit up this question mark, and that'll put us really close to the main mission. Coming through. By the way, if you're wondering, like, Chaos, you said you were going to start skipping, like, minor side quests, but you were still gonna do hero ones. When are you gonna do more hero ones? We are. But actually, as far as hero side quests go, we don't have very many. 4, I think 5? 6. We have 6 hero side quests, which isn't much. So I'm fine with pushing the main story a bit more right now, because I really want to know what's going on with the main story. And then we'll, what is this about? Then we'll look at doing hero side quests later. Maybe even next stream, depending. When does God of War start going up on YouTube? Probably tomorrow. I haven't rendered any of it because I was finishing rendering the last stream of Soul Hackers. I actually, just before stream today, I finished rendering the last Soul Hackers stream. So God of War is probably what I'm going to render next. I would expect for like the first 3 videos to go up tomorrow, but that's entirely dependent on me. Look at those lanterns.
Give me some of that sweet ether.
Entirely dependent on me making a thumbnail for it, because the #1 thing that keeps me from uploading videos is almost always making a thumbnail.
Lucky devils.
Alley-oop. I wouldn't have heard that. I'm on episode, I think, 105. Oh, you got a ways to go then. You have plenty to catch up on before we start uploading the 9.0 series. Kratos saying boy should be the thumbnail. Yeah, definitely. I'll just find a nice image for it, and then I gotta find a nice font and slap my character art in there. It's like, it's not hard to do, it's just annoying. The first time making a thumbnail is always annoying, because I have to find some, like, art of the game that actually works well, that I can find a good spot to put in, like, a part number, as well as my character art. And sometimes that can be really frustrating to find something that works. Especially finding a good font, because finding fonts that are, like, fitting is not easy. You may think, like, oh, can you not just get the font from, like, the game's logo or whatever? And no, like, 99 times out of 100, that is...
I heard something.
I didn't expect this to be voiced. But, like, a lot of times game logos have unique fonts that literally are just... the logo is made, like there isn't a font for the actual logo. And then a lot of other times, even if the game uses a font throughout it or whatever, those fonts are, like, tweaked slightly or slightly different and not able to be gotten. So, like, it's rough, basically. I do my own thumbnails, yeah, absolutely.
What is it, Mimi?
That's why they're very basic.
Banana seed person on ground.
Oh, this looks like a hero.
Stay with me. We'll patch you right up.
Yeah, purple hair, you have to be important.
I have to help everyone. Ugh. Stop moving. You don't understand. I promised them. Said I'd keep them safe.
Alright, you have little devil horns, so you're obviously Agnian.
If I'm the only one that survives, then it's all been for nothing. I have to go.
Oi, don't be a clod.
Huh? I'm not?
Oh, what? You're really serious then? How are you gonna save anyone when you can barely stand yourself? You got a death wish or something?
Let's break it down. As I see it, you have 2 options here. You can go in and try to save them by yourself.
Or you can let us pitch in. Which one of those strikes you as the better idea, eh?
You want to help me?
I don't know. That depends. But I wouldn't be in such a hurry to throw my life away. Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are 2 very different things.
I can't wait for this little lead up of Lance giving her a pep talk. Going into, hey guys, guess what? We're gonna give Lance another hero inheritor thing. Why on earth would we ever let Senna or Mio inherit a hero class when we could just throw them all at Lance and Uni instead? And I think this one should be a healer. I'm pretty sure I recognize this hairstyle from the silhouettes. So we're gonna get Lance another another healing class again.
It's just a quick patch-up, but it should help you think straight. Sorry about Lance and his threatening display of idiocy.
What's threatening?
You missed the point.
I did not miss the...
Look, you can relax. We're all friends here. Would you mind telling us what's going on? Yeah, okay. There was a Kavesi raid. There was no time. I had to cause a diversion, so I leapt in without a second thought. After that, it's all a blur. That was pretty reckless of you.
Remind Riku of someone Riku know?
Oh?
Whatever the case may be, we had best hurry. Judging by the situation, your allies were likely forced apart and are now fighting alone.
It really sounds like it would help to have some numbers on your side, no?
For now, let's take the best course of action we can. We can hash out the details later. The best course? My name is Fiona. I am the commander of Colony Mu. I know this might be a lot to ask, seeing as we've just met. But please, lend me your strength. I need to save my people.
Goodbye, Monica. Transparent dreams. Alright, well, let's do this before we get over to the main story, then. We have to go save Mu from Star Force 2, my boy Solo/Rogue.
Colony info updated.
All of the times I've named my characters in video games after him from Star Force 2. Now it's time to pay it all back.
Please, there's no time to spare.
We're walking.
Let's hurry.
It can only go so quick. Gonna have a lot of people to send off. A lot of your people are dead. What the heck?
Summer. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have been alone.
Let's send her on. Her voice deserves to be heard.
All right.
This class is the one I was talking about earlier that was put as the best class in the game on a tier list. Michael, actually, after I got Triton, which was like 2 streams ago, I messaged Michael to ask him if he had gotten the hero in Arithia C yet, and he said, no, I haven't been playing. And then he started playing and said, like, I think I got the hero you're talking about. This class seems busted. And then I was like, I feel like you got a different hero, because you wouldn't have just said busted. You would have, like, talked about how Soul Hacker is insane with how much of a system it has to it. And then he said, let me check, looked at my stream, my VOD, and he was like, oh yeah, you got a different hero. I got someone different. So Michael got Fiona before Triton, and the only thing he said to me about Fiona was, this chick looks busted.
Just stay focused.
So I guess we'll see. My goodness, the Arithia C is getting so laggy today. The game is chunking.
Sean, you kept everyone safe.
Sean's name was almost said. Oh, look at that.
It must have hurt so much. Fiona, leave the rest to us. Yes. Thank you.
Play those funky tunes.
Can't leave it like this.
There are 3 dead bodies here, and you only called out Sean, by the way. Favoritism by the commander? That's not okay. Oh, Lone Wolf thinks this is not the best class in the game. I mean, I'd be a little surprised if a healing class was, quotation marks, the best class in the game. I would expect the best class in the game to be an attacker class, because, you know, kill thing before it kill you. Do you need to play the previous games to play this one? You don't need to, at least thus far, from how much I've played. But the game, a lot of the meaning of the game will be lost on you if you haven't played Xenoblade 1 and 2, or at least one of them. I mean, I recommend playing Xenoblade 1 because it's one of the best video games ever created, like, in history.